Hello, got another unboxing for you today. It's a different sort of unboxing, but it's an unboxing nonetheless. If you watched my channel a while ago, a few weeks ago I guess, you would have seen that I opened a Mirage starter deck for Magic the Gathering, and during that video, one of the rares that appeared was a Lion's Eye Diamond. I've never gotten anything graded before, and this was the first card that I've got that I've wanted to get graded, mainly because I don't want to damage it while I own it. I don't intend to sell it, but I just like the idea of it being pulled out of a pack brand new and then preserved as well as it can be, and then also having a grade to go along with it. So if you've seen the short for this card already, you'll know exactly what grade it got, but I just wanted to do a little bit of a longer form unboxing and talk a little bit about the process along the way. So they give you this kind of quite nice box, and on it they have this little sleeve over the top, I guess to stop it from getting marked, and then the cover from getting scratched. They give you a QR code and a little bit of information about where in the set this appears, and a little bit of information. So what did we get in the end? I wasn't expecting a 10, but I was pleasantly surprised when I received a 9. And the reason mainly is probably this one here, the edges, and even the corners to an extent, because it had been in the box. It was a sealed deck, but the contents of the inside of the starter deck weren't sealed for Mirage, or at least the printing that I got. So this had really been kind of loose, I suppose, since '96, and I expected that the edge wear was going to grade actually worse than this. So I was kind of expecting maybe even a 7 or something. So I was really pleasantly surprised, and it is very clean. Like I think the grade's probably worth that grade, but at the same time, I kind of was almost expecting not the worst, but just expecting that it would be like maybe a 7 or an 8 overall. So I'm coming away from this feeling pretty pleased with the grade, and I'm also pleased with the fact that I can put this inside my collection, and have that peace of mind that it's not going to get. It's very unlikely that it's going to get damaged. So what were my thoughts grading with PCG? I thought that they did a really great job. Like, the customer service aspect is really good. I didn't want to send it away overseas. So I'm in New Zealand. I didn't want to send it away to the States to be graded, mainly because it's kind of a risk. And PCG's local to me. It's maybe a 20-minute drive or something like that. So for me, it was kind of a no-brainer to take it to PCG. I know that they do a lot of Flesh and Blood. They do a ton of Pokemon, and then they do some Magic too. So and other stuff, but those are kind of the big ones. And yeah, the customer service was really good throughout the whole thing. They kept you updated around what's going on via an online portal. And then 3 weeks turnaround's not too bad. I wasn't in any rush, so I thought that was a reasonable amount of time. So yeah, from my perspective, super happy with the grading experience as well. Would definitely grade with PCG again if the need arose. And if you're in New Zealand, or even if you're in the States, I'd probably recommend giving them a try. I also wanted to do a bit of a walkthrough of my current Mirage collection. So I'm collecting the whole set, and that Lion's Eye Diamond is kind of the main player, or one of the key, like it's certainly the most valuable in this set. So that's a huge benefit. But yeah, you can kind of see I've laid all of these out. All of these are in really good condition, most of these cards. There's a few that aren't as good, but you can see what I'm missing. You can see that there's definitely a few vacant spots there. But it's starting to take shape, and I'm really pleased about that, because I love Mirage as a set, and obviously, as you can see, I'm aiming to get that whole set. So some of it I'm definitely missing a fair few cards, but most pages I have the bulk of it. Certainly for the main the main colors. So yeah, starting to get there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as collecting, because everything that I've collected so far from Mirage, I've just either bought secondhand or it's come out of a packet and it's sort of brand new. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep that up and just try to keep doing that until I get the whole set. It seems a little bit inefficient, but there's some fun in just buying out like a collection, knowing there's a bit of Mirage in it, someone's old set collection, and then just finding cards that way. But it's more expensive in the long run, and probably just better placing an online order and just filling in the gaps of what I need. But it's such a great looking set, and that's why in terms of just collecting whole sets, I'm kind of probably in a similar place with maybe Ice Age. I don't think I have quite as many. Like Ice Age is actually a pretty huge block. Like I think there's 380 cards in that, and so compared with Mirage's 350, I think, it's a little bit easier to collect Mirage, except for the fact that you've got a valuable card like Lion's Eye Diamond, which makes it a little bit harder to acquire a whole set unless you're very lucky, which in my case I was, and I pulled one out of a pack. I didn't have to pay that, whatever that Going Raiders for one. So yeah, all the reds, beautiful artwork. The thing for me with Mirage that I love so much is just that there's a really consistent sort of flavor throughout it, and it's just kind of fun. It's this sort of, is it sort of like pseudo-African kind of culture, and kind of gives you a real sense of place. So this one, I'm pretty missing quite a few there, but gives you just a real good sense of place. Like this is a kind of an actual place, and it's got all of these kind of vying factions and vying locations within the particular mass of land that it occupies, and you've got these really strange kind of creatures and beings, and just the story of it is kind of cool. It's not exactly a really complex story or anything, but just the fact that it has all of this, all of the text and the flavor text, and all the flavor text ties so beautifully with the world, or the world building that they've done for this set. I think it's great. So again, another page where I'm sort of missing a decent amount. Now this is where I'm really missing a lot. So these are the dual coloured cards like Haunting Apparition and Jungle Troll and stuff like that. So I've got some of those, but yeah, definitely missing a decent chunk of those. Like check out that. There's only 2 on that page. And then we're into the artifacts, and I have some artifacts. Like some of the artifacts I do have a reasonable amount of the artifacts, but I've definitely got holes in that. Now the Lion's Eye Diamond, in terms of the set order, just sits kind of there. But obviously I wouldn't be putting it, now that it's graded, I wouldn't be unsleeving, breaking the case or anything. So I'll just put it inside this sort of, it's not a binder, but a folio, or whatever you want to call it. And likewise with the lands, I don't really have much of the sort of special lands. I do, however, have all of the basic lands, and that just looks, in my opinion, that just looks awesome, having those all together. Just a full page of those, and then there's nothing missing there. That's the end of the set. So but yeah, all of the lands, all of the basic lands. How good does that look? So yeah, a bit of a shorter video today. I just wanted to do a bit of an update on the collection, the Mirage collection, and then also the Lion's Eye Diamond, the outcome of that from PCG. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you soon.